Hi and welcome back to another video. Today I'm gonna offer you a flow that it's a combination of poses that I usually use after a workout to stretch the body, lengthen the muscles that I trained, and feeling better in the body afterwards. So when you're ready, find a comfortable seated position. We're not gonna be here long. Just taking a moment, closing down the eyes, grounding, and thinking about your breath, drawing your attention to it. From here, take a deep inhale through the nose, side out. Big inhale to the top, and let it out. One last big inhale. This time, hold it at the top, tuck the chin to the chest, drop the shoulders down, suck the navel in. Hold the breath in for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the chin, exhale out. Coming back to your normal breathing. And from your hands towards center into prayer, we're going to start together with an Om. Inhale for Om. When you're ready, open the eyes and find your way into a tabletop. I'm gonna briefly start by warming up the wrists. Just a little circle anti-clockwise. And then stop, change direction. And from here, bringing the top of the hand on the floor, trying to straighten in the arms, maybe opening and closing the fists. Will feel quite uncomfortable. And release. From here, bring the fingertips back, tuck your toes, and bring the weight towards the heels. If the hands lift off the floor, it's fine. Maybe you can pulsate back and forth. And sit on the heels, shake, shake, shake. And then from here, hands on the floor, tuck the toes, downward dog. Maybe swaying the hips side to side. Lifting one leg at a time. Every movement, it's mindful. Just to really feel the body in each pose. And when you're ready, find stillness in your downward dog and switch on to your Ujjayi. On the next inhale, ripple the spine forward, the shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, hips up and back, downward dog. Inhale forward, the high plank. Exhale back. One last time, inhale forward. Exhale back. Bring the hands towards the feet. Padastasana, hands under the feet. Bend the knees as much as you need. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Keep the weight forward. For 2. One more breath. And release, hands down, walk the hands forward, back into your downward dog. And then come onto your toes and lift one foot at a time, bringing the feet slowly to the top of the mat. Lift the leg, get the leg into your hip socket and down, up and down. And once you get there, feet hip width distance apart, grab opposite elbows, sway side to side, relax the neck down. And from here, release the bind, unravel the spine all the way up to standing. Tadasana, feet close, spread the toes, palms forward, shoulders down. Active body, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the legs, active core. Inhale for 1. Exhale for 1. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 3. Open the eyes, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen. Hands down, feet back, eye plank. Exhale, glutes towards the heels, floating child pose. Knees are off the floor. Inhale, forward, eye plank. Exhale, glutes to heels. Inhale, forward. At the same time, we bring in the right knee to the armpit. Exhale, back, floating child pose. The other side, inhale, forward, left knee to armpit. Exhale, floating child pose. Inhale, forward, eye plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward dog, inhale. And downward dog, exhale. 3 breaths here for 1. Push the hands against the floor, lengthen the spine. For 2, shoulders away from the ears. For 3, exhale, bend the knees and step or float. Lengthen, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise up, inhale, look at your thumbs. And dive back down, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lean forward, chaturanga. Upward dog, inhale. And downward dog, exhale. Right leg up, 3-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, knee to right elbow, lean forward. Exhale, leg up, 3-legged dog. Inhale, knee to nose. And foot in between the hands. Arrow lunge, inhale. Exhale here. Inhale, standing split without touching the floor, hands towards center, steady drishti. Inhale, back into arrow lunge. Exhale, standing split. Inhale, arrow lunge. Exhale, standing split. Hands down, step or float. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha, thighs off the floor. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Exhale. Left leg up, inhale. Bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, knee to left armpit. Exhale, 3-legged dog. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, foot in between the hands. Arrow lunge, inhale. Exhale here. Inhale, standing split. Exhale. Inhale, arrow lunge. Exhale, standing split. Inhale, arrow lunge. Last one, exhale, standing split. Hands down, feet back, chaturanga. Upward dog, shoulders down. And downward dog, exhale. 3 breaths here for 1. For 2. For 3. Exhale, bend the knees, a step of float. Lengthen, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Exhale, Samastiti. Inhale, chair, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, Chaturanga pose. Upward dog, inhale. And downward dog, exhale. Right leg up, inhale. Bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, lean forward, find a connection nose to knee. And foot in between the hands. Arrow lunge, inhale. Exhale, warrior 3. Inhale, stand up, left knee to chest, arms up. Exhale, warrior 3. Inhale, up, knee to chest. Exhale, warrior 3. Last one, inhale up. Exhale, back to standing split. And step of float, chaturanga. Upward dog, inhale. And downward dog, exhale. Left leg up, inhale. Bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, foot in between the hands, arrow lunge. Inhale, warrior 3. Exhale here. Inhale, stand up, right knee to chest, arms up. Exhale, warrior 3. Inhale, up, knee to chest. Exhale, warrior 3. Last one, inhale up. And this time, exhale, standing split. Inhale, step of float. Upward dog, inhale. And downward dog, exhale. 3 breaths here for 1. For 2. For 3. Exhale, bend the knees and step forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair. Last round, exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Lengthen, flat back. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward dog, inhale. And downward dog, exhale. Right leg up, inhale. Bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale here. Exhale, floating wild thing. The foot maybe staying close to the glute. If it touches the floor, no drama. You pick it up again. I'm trying to open the chest towards the ceiling. For 2. One more breath. Exhale, reverse, hand and foot down. High plank. Chaturanga, exhale. Upward dog, inhale. And downward dog, exhale. Left leg up, inhale. Bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale here. Exhale, floating wild thing. For 1. For 2, trying to straighten in the right leg. For 3, exhale, reverse, chaturanga. Upward dog, inhale. And downward dog, exhale. Walk the hands towards the feet. And back into your Padastasana, hands under the feet. Inhale, length. Exhale, fold. For 1. For 2. For 3. One last breath. And gently release. Walk the hands forward. And bend the knees and step forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Back into chair. Inhale. And we stay here for 1. Lock the elbows, sit low into your chair for 2. For 3. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the back. Open the chest, inhale. Exhale, straightening the legs, fold forward. Keep the weight onto the toes. Maybe you connect the wrists in your bind. And then from here, try to open gently the feet hip width distance apart. Maybe bringing the hands to the right, gazing up to your left shoulder. Try to keep the hips squared. You're moving from the shoulders and the upper body. Exhale, back to center. Arms to the left. Gaze to your right shoulder. Exhale, center. Release the bind, hands on the floor. We're gonna lengthen and loosen up the shoulders. Lengthen. Feel the vertebrae. Exhale, fold. Gaze to your navel. Lengthen. Exhale, fold. Lengthen. This time left hand under the shoulder, right arm up. And on the exhale, arm behind the back. Maybe you keep a micro bend on your left knee. One more breath here. Exhale, release it down. Right hand on the right shoulder, left arm up. Inhale. Exhale, arm behind the back. For 1. For 2. For 3. Exhale, release. Close the feet again. And then we're gonna grab opposite elbows behind the back, the legs, sorry. Draw the arms down and then gently start folding, straightening the legs with control. For 1. For 2. For 3. Exhale, release, hands on the ground, Bakasana or crane. For 1. On the exhale, we're lowering. It's like a push-up with the arms. Push up again for 2. Keep gazing forward. Bend the elbows. For 3. And chaturanga. Exhale. Urdhva Mukha. Inhale. Adho Mukha, exhale. Right leg up, inhale. Exhale, foot in between the hands, warrior one. And from here, opening up, warrior two. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior, maybe the left arm behind the back, grabs the right thigh. The bend happens from the side of the body. The arm stays straight for one, for two, for three. Keeping the bind, straightening the right leg, maybe shortening the stance. Lean forward, active legs, pull the kneecaps up. Exhale, right and down, find the big toe. Lengthen both sides of the body for one, for two, for three. Exhale, keep the bind if you like. Bend the front knee, Ardha Chandrasana. And from here, release the bind, Chapasana. Grab the left foot. I'm thinking about bringing it behind you. For one. For two. For three. Exhale, release. Standing split transitioning. And then from here, bend the left knee and find your left foot with your right hand. Imagining you're drawing the left knee towards the ceiling. You should feel a big, big stretch on your right hamstring. Gazing up for one, for two, for three. Exhale, release the foot, step it back. Left hand under the shoulder. It's a Vashisthasana, maybe with a bind. For one, for two, for three. Keep the bind, bring the foot at the top of the mat again. And then from here, drop the left knee, straightening the right leg, Alpha Numan, in a lengthen. Exhale, fold. For one, for two, for three. Exhale, full split, with or without blocks. Active legs for one, for two, for three. And gently coming out. I personally fold the mat to protect my knee. And then I'm coming up. We're gonna stretch the upper arm again. So from here, right arm behind the back. If you want, it's your Gomukhasana bind, you get your bind. Otherwise, I prefer this one as well. Try to avoid any back bend, arching, you tuck, tuck, tuck. Left hand on the right elbow, you keep it tuck, and then you lean onto the left. For one. For two. For three. And back to center, release. We bring the right arm in front of the chest, the left arm hugging it, and then when you pull it towards you, imagine you drawing the shoulder down at the same time. For 1, for 2, for 3, and release. Unravel the mat and find your lizard. So right foot to the edge of the mat, and then making circular movements with your hips. At the third one, change direction. And back to center. On the inhale, we're pushing onto the hands, hips back, dropping the left heel as much as we can and lifting the right foot. Just the heel is down. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, push back. Exhale, forward. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Drop the left knee and tuck the toes. Option 1, you stay on your left hand. It's a little bit easier. Option 2, you drop the left forearm down. Maybe grab the foot, and then you circle the right arm back, looking for the left foot. Once you've got the left foot, imagine you're opening the right shoulder towards the ceiling. For 1, for 2, for 3. Exhale, release, hands on the floor, tuck the left toes, right leg up, inhale, and keeping the leg up, lean forward, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga, upward dog, inhale, and downward dog, exhale. Dropping the knees on the floor. So I would advise you, if you do have your pincha, it's a very nice stretch for your shoulders, especially when you start learning how to gaze through and gaze through the arms, gazing back. If you don't have your pincha yet and you want to do the same thing, maybe you can do it with the wall next to you. So it could be that you're just leaning the feet onto the wall, and then you're pushing the chest through, and this is gonna give you a great opening of the shoulders. I don't have a chance to show it with the wall. I'm gonna show it without the wall. Imagine I got a wall in front of me, and then I'm gonna go up. If you got leg variations, the lotus is really good, or simply tucking. So this is the tuck. You can do it. Imagine maybe you have the wall here and you push your feet onto the wall and you start opening the chest, gazing back. You can do it without the wall, the legs down bended. Very good one, I love, with the lotus. So you get the legs folded and then gazing back, squeeze the glutes, activation, and then maybe folding, and it feels really good. So maybe we're not here yet, but you can definitely do the one with the feet on the wall, and then you're gazing back. Take a moment, find your place, maybe get close to a wall if needed. And at the beginning, it will feel really intense. You can get really intense really fast. Slowly, once you opening the shoulder, this is an exercise that is gonna improve your openness. And at the same time, you go into the gym and you're working out, so you're improving your strength and openness. Is the best combo ever. So give it a go, a few breaths before we move on to the other side. For 1, for 2, if you still struggling to go up, maybe you just work on your shoulders. Sorry, I forgot to say that. So we just here in dolphin, just, it's horrendous. And then you're getting back, pushing the shoulders high, light on your tippy toes. Keep breathing wherever you are. We're gonna take another 3 breaths. For 1, for 2, last breath, and we're meeting in child pose. Resetting the breath. From your hands forward, tuck the toes, downward dog. Left leg up, inhale. Exhale, foot in between the hands, warrior 1, rise up. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior, find your bind with the left eye. For 1, for 2, for 3. Keeping the bind, straightening the left leg, maybe shortening the stance if needed. Lean forward. Exhale, Trikonasana, left and down. Lengthening the spine for 1, for 2, for 3. You can keep the bind, the gaze down, bend the front knee, Ardha Chandrasana. And then going into Chapasana, find your right foot with your right hand. For 1, for 2, for 3. Exhale, release the foot, transitioning into standing split. And then bending the right knee, find your right foot with your left hand, drawing the right knee towards the ceiling, gazing back and up for 1, for 2, for 3. Exhale, release, foot at the back of the mat, right hand on the right shoulder, Vashisthasana with the bind. For 1, for 2, for 3. Keeping the engagement of the core, reverse the move, stepping the foot at the top of the mat. Dropping the right knee, straightening the left leg, half Hanuman, inhale. Exhale, fold. For 1, for 2, for 3. Exhale, get your chest up, and then full split. For 1, for 2, for 3, and gently release, foot on the floor, fold the mat, come up, and then this time it's going to be the left arm behind the back, grab the left elbow with your right hand, tuck the tailbone under, and lean on towards the right. For 1, If you got your Gomukhasana bind, you can do that again. One more breath. Exhale, back to center, release, left arm in front, push it towards you and drop the left shoulder down for 1, for 2, for 3. Exhale, release, unravel the mat and find your lizard. Shuffle the left foot to the edge of the mat and start taking circular movements with the hips. 2, 3, change direction. And once you've done your circles, drop the right knee and tuck the toes. Find your variation, either right hand on the floor or right forearm. Left hand finds the right foot. And open the left shoulder towards the ceiling for 1, for 2, for 3. Exhale, release. Hands on the floor. Left leg up, 3-legged dog. Keep the leg up, shift the weight forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward dog, inhale. And downward dog, exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. Knees down. Preparing for your variation, whether it's dolphin or pincha variations. You got 5 reps for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, for 5, and coming down wherever you are. Child pose. From here, hands on the floor, tuck the toes, downward dog. Bend the knees and step into seated. And open the legs out to the side. Upavista. If it feels hard to sit, place a block under the glutes. And then from here, we're starting binding with the big toes. The bind comes from the outside, because watch what does if I take it from the inside, my shoulders close. Otherwise, I want this, so the shoulders open. From here, try to get external rotation of the thighs to get more space to fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Imagining you're trying to reach the floor with your chin instead of your forehead. You're lengthening the spine. And even if you can touch the floor with your chin, please don't. So you're really stretching the legs. Active core for 2. One more breath. Exhale, rise up. Release the bind. We're gonna do it again, this time interlacing the fingers behind the back. Inhale, open the chest. Same principle. Exhale, folding with your chin first. Don't touch the floor if you can. For 1. Maybe you touch the floor with your chest if you can. It's better. For 2. For 3. And coming up. Release. From here, right foot in. We grab the right ankle with the left hand. I'm gonna bring the right hand towards the left foot. If you can find your foot, good. If you can't find your foot, it's also good. I want you to think about opening the right shoulder towards the ceiling and at the same time pushing the right knee out. So you're gonna feel a stretch on your right side. If you get your foot, you can turn. The more you bend the right elbow, the deeper the stretch. For 1, for 2, for 3, and gently release. Other side, left foot in. Find your left ankle with your right hand, left hand towards the right foot or not. For 1, for 2, for 3. Exhale, release, rise up. Butterfly. Bring the sole of the feet touching. In a lengthen first. And we're folding, lengthening the back. Maybe the elbows find the thighs. Pushing down. Elongating the spine forward. You might not fold too much, but it's fine. Breathe here for 2. One more breath. Exhale, release back. I'm gonna turn forward again. It's a Paschimottanasana, legs straight. Find your bind with the big toes or the side of the feet in a lengthen. Exhale, fold. For 1. For 2. For 3. Exhale, release. Unravel the spine all the way down onto the floor. And then from here, it's a shoulder stand, legs up, supporting the lower back with your hands. You can find your way to really get your arms in and then straightening the legs. Don't try to move your neck, you might hurt yourself. Squeeze the glutes for 1, for 2, for 3. Exhale, plow, legs over the head. You could keep the hands there or interlace the fingers, staying on top of your shoulders. If it's too much tension for the neck, bend the knees and place them on top of the forehead. Otherwise, feet down for 1, for 2, for 3. And gently release. You can even find the bind with your big toes. Active legs, unraveling the spine with control. And then you can open the legs straight away or finding your normal happy baby. Sorry, I don't have the space for one leg. And then bending the knees again. Release the bind, big squeeze. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Nose to knees, squeeze and hold. Release. One last move, spinal twist, right leg around the left. Drop the legs towards the left, cactus the arms and gaze to the right. For 1, for 2, for 3. Back to center. Unravel the legs. Find the other side. For 1, for 2, for 3. And back to center. Release. And when you're ready, Shavasana. Releasing everything down. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Side out. Slowly start deepening the breath. Coming back into your body. Start wriggling your toes and fingers. Arms over the head. Big stretch. And one by one, knees to chest. Big squeeze. And keeping the eyes closed, find your way into seated. Hands towards center into prayer. One final moment here. Simply noticing how the body feels. If the practice helped you to loosen up a bit, lengthen the muscles, feeling more open in your body. From here, take a deep inhale through the nose, side out. Inhale for Bring the prayer to the third eye. And on the exhale, bowing down to the earth. Jai. Thank you very much for practicing with me again. I hope you have an amazing day and I see you on to the next video. Ciao.